Literally doesn't believe in it. One of the centers to tell you how the roots of Jahiliyyah will come all the way to everywhere, right? It's so creepy. Happened a few years ago. I don't say where and how. An alima lady, she was invited to a camp. They wanted to make a flyer. I don't want my pictures to be there. For her own reason, she's an alima, she doesn't want for whatever reason, respect, right? You don't know what happened. Some people stood up against this lady and against this alima. If she's a scholar, she's studying Hausa, you have to follow her role, her path. Against, what is it? This is not 1400 years ago. This is blah, blah, blah. Right? It's rooted. Al-Jahl ma'adun. And guess what? Guess what? They lost that alima and they lost a lot of, she left and they lost. It's a huge loss for that community. Huge loss. When Allah wants to take a ni'mah away from certain people, some of these things will happen to them. Right? Anyhow, so Al-Jahl, what was the hadith? Who remember? Al-Jahl ma'adan kulli shar. We're going to ask tomorrow night, inshallah. Al-Jahl ma'adan kulli shar. You know Jahl and Shar, right? At the beginning. Ma'adan kulli. Al-Jahl ma'adan kulli shar. Jahl is the origin and the source of all evil. Kulli shar. But Imam Ma'sud says kulli shar. You know what that means? Whole evil. Entire evil. Imagine how many evil we have in the entire world. They kill a group of innocent people in some part of the world, babies and children and innocent men and women. Then the other part of the world are just quiet. I'm nice, fine, everything is good. What is it? Anyhow. There are some academic aspects of Jahl. Let me quickly, I'm just reviewing with myself, should I say it or not? I don't want to make it boring for certain people here. But very quickly, I want to get more academic, inshallah, discussions as well. Quran says we have two different Jahl and ignorance. One, Jahl basid and Jahl murakkab. Basid means a simple Jahl. Murakkab means compound, complex Jahl. Remember this. Jahl murakkab, right? The simple Jahl means someone doesn't know something and knows that I don't know it, right? Do you know how many stars we have? Ask me a question. I don't know. It's the simple Jahl. I know that I don't know, right? So this is a simple Jahl. Jahl, that's it. The second is a complex. This is very dangerous. The person doesn't know that he or she doesn't know. They think they know, but they don't know. They present themselves as they know a lot, but they don't know. The virtual world, the online, the internet is full of this type of jahl. You go to the forums, you go to the comments sometimes, you see jahl. You know, sometimes I go to the social media for the sake of just reading the comments. Sometimes it's fun for me. It makes me laugh a lot, right? It's very fun. Can you do this as well? Who would do it, right? So, and then sometimes I see the jahl, it comes out. So you put a political topic, some people are expert, the same person. You put art, expert. You put, medicine, expert. You put everything, expert. How many information we had since the beginning of Corona, right? How many wrong information came out? If you eat this food with that, it's going to kill the Corona, right? If you do this with this, it's against Corona. Do this, don't do that. The vaccination is right. What happened? Where this comes from? And group of people, yes, this is exactly, no, this is not. Quran says this is the worst type of jahl, that the person doesn't know, but they think they know. Which one do you think was more in Ashura? Let's go to back that time. Which one do you think, which type of jahl were more in the army of Yazid? Which one? The second one, the complex, murakkab, jahl murakkab, right? I think I know a lot. I was in a park. I took my daughter, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I don't remember. So, sometimes I want, this is good things to do. When you think things around you happen, don't just bypass it. Think about it. Ayatullah. Ayat means the sign. Ayatullah is a sign of Allah. Everything can be ayat of Allah for you. Things happen around you can be ayat of Allah, the sign of Allah for you, right? There was two babies were in the slide that were playing with each other, right? The other baby, maybe 2-year-old, 2.5, something like that, right? One of them, I don't remember, I think he kicked the other one, he fell down. Not fell down from the slide, just, wherever he was, he just fell down over there, right? He was fine. And then, I don't remember what happened exactly. The mothers got involved, and then the fight escalated. He said something, the other says, stop it, don't teach me how to parent my children. You have no right to tell me what is. She was fighting with that. Why she said that, for example, we should be careful with our babies. You have no right to tell me what am I supposed to do with my babies. This ego, this is one of the main characteristics of jahl and modern ignorance. Don't touch me. Don't tell me. It's not your business. Even if I'm doing wrong, it's not your business. Let me save my ignorance. How many times you hear this in the society and the movie? It's not your business. Don't teach me. Don't tell me. Jahl murakkab. I know what I'm going to do. So if you knew that your baby would not kick the other one, for example, it's all about just don't touch me. I know everything. Versus Islam says, I'm ready to learn. Islam says if someone criticized you, right? It's either true that you did something wrong and you should go appreciate that person. Thank you so much for letting me know. That's actually great that you informed me about this. Second, if they were wrong, it's not true. Still appreciate that person. Thank you so much for providing opportunity for me that I started looking at myself, if I have this issue or not. Versus don't touch me, don't tell me anything, right? This is the concept of al-ma'ruf. Anyhow, so the compound jahl usually comes with this jahl complex murakkab, comes with ego, ignorance. Wherever you feel ignorant, you feel arrogant. Sorry, it comes with arrogance, not ignorant. Whenever you feel arrogance, sometimes in your life, we all might feel somehow, some part of our life this, right? Whenever you feel this, you should stop there, you should pause, and you should start thinking about it. How many of you guys sometimes in this situation is like, am I sick? I think my throat is itchy, right? I think one of the things, did it happen to you, right? Oh my God, am I correct? Let me check my temperature. How careful you are with these things. Slightly you have the symptoms, slightly, okay, so it's just itchy, maybe it's dry. No, let me check. Maybe I'm stressed, right? Why don't we have this sensitivity when it comes to the attributes? Wait a minute. I feel arrogant. Bring the thermometer, let me check myself. Literally, thermometer, not for this temperature, for the ignorance, for the jahl, for the arrogance, for jealousy. Let me pause. Oh my God, I'm so stressed. What happened? Are you okay? No, I'm not okay. What happened? I feel arrogant. I feel arrogant. Calm down. This is fine. What do you mean calm down? That means the virus could come to my system, to my mind, to my wisdom. You know what does it mean? How can you tell someone who the virus is inside the body, says, calm down, you're fine, you're okay. What do you mean I'm okay? I'm not going to be okay unless I know that I'm fine. The virus is out of my system, right? How can I have symptoms? How can, God forbid, and sometimes some people miss the salat purposely, that Allah says, if you don't pray purposely, that means you're literally standing. The hadith is saying that, who is worse than shaitan? Is shaitan worse or someone who purposely doesn't pray, be namaz? Which one? The one who doesn't purposely. Because that means he or she stood in front of Allah. He said, I know you said that I need to pray, but I'm not going to pray. You know what that's mean? How horrible is that? I know that you ordered, but I'm not going to pray. I'm tired. I don't have time. If that's something, if it's, God forbid, this is the total sickness. If it's slightly like that happens, I don't feel like praying. I'm just tired right now. This should be my biggest musibah and tragedy of my life. We're talking about modern Jahiliyyah, right? We're not even yet into the details. If husband and wife, they're fighting with each other and it's been few hours, few days, they're not talking to each other. If you ask me, I would say, they should be so stressed that they can't eat, they can't sleep at night. Not that they are fighting, that they can, no, that, oh my God, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? If I and my parents are fighting somehow, I shouldn't be able to sleep at night. Oh my God, you know what? Raise my voice a little bit. What am I going to do with this? What this virus came to me? Versus, it's their fault. They don't understand me. And I'm going to threaten them more. If you do this, because my friends taught me as well. If you do this, I'm going to do this as well. If you do this, I'm going to make it more difficult for you. I don't want to go to these details. Maybe some people will learn as well. If you do this, I want to do that, right? Don't touch me, even if you're mom and dad. I'm going to call someone, right? Ego. The base of modern era is feeding your ego. You know the bodybuilders, with all respects, with all the, I was a bodybuilder myself before, just to let you know. The bodybuilders, you know what they do? Mostly it's just the body comes up, but not the power necessarily, right? You see the body, was, oh my God, so much power. No, not necessarily. It's just the power, dumbbell. You know, it's more like inside is just tough, right? With all the respect, it's just, but if they don't work out for a few weeks, come down. It's just a sport, right? That's why we said bodybuilding is a supplement to other sports, like those who run, those who wrestle. Like the bodybuilding, right? This ego, like feed them like this in the Western countries, in the era of Jahiliyyah, era of ignorance, it's all about you. You know, the society, the Western culture versus Middle Easterns and Asian cultures, we call them collectivism versus individualism. Individualism is here. It's all about me. Literally, you can go to books of psychology, sociology, you can find this. Individualism is about us. Mostly students in these countries, they study alone, right? Collectivism is about the societies, cultures that it's more all together. Students, they study together, everything is more together, the families are more together, right? Although sometimes become so nosy and then intrusive, you know, they know everything about each other. But It's just the difference between this and that, right? Anyhow, so one of the, I'm going to finish with this. One of the most important characteristics of this era of Jahiliyyah and ignorance of the modern time is this ignorance. Sorry, this arrogance. What should I do opposite of it to make it practical? Keep checking my arrogance temperature all the time. When I said that, was it out of arrogance? When I talked to my parents, when I talked to my husband, to my wife, was it out of arrogance? When I talked to the customer service, someone over the phone, over the line that said, I was like talking like, I'm buying the whole company, like because my internet is slow, for example, right? Was it because of the arrogance? When I was driving in the car and I saw a group of people in the bus station, they're waiting for the bus, and I don't even look, and was it because I'm driving? I don't care. When I passed through or in front of a hospital, I didn't even look around to see some people are struggling with their physical health. It's because of I don't care. When you are with a group of scholars and ulama, you learn a lot from them. In a daily life, I'm not talking about Islam, in daily life. I remember I was with one of my friends. He's a scholar, he's an alim. Studied together. Back maybe 15 years ago, 20 years ago. It was a street that a motorcycle went so fast. We're driving so fast. Some people were just, what? You're driving so fast. There's some bad words as well. You shouldn't, drive so fast. As soon as he drove so fast, my friend started saying it all for him. He started dua for hifazat, for the security and safety of the motorcycle. So, do you know him? No. But he was going so fast. No, let him learn. I said, where did you learn this from? This is my mother. Where did this happen? This is Wallahu khayru hafidan wa huwa arhamur rahimin. Allah is the best protector and He is the most merciful. SubhanAllah, I still remember the 20s. Without Umar's friendship, I bullet this one. I still remember that part. Maybe we spent thousand hours together, but I remember this part. What great friendship is that, right? Hazrat Isa said, Jesus says, and he said, to sit with someone who reminds you of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Anyhow, al-kalam yajur al-kalam. Era of Jahiliyyah, era of ignorance. To summarize, a group of people in the army of Imam Hussein were ignorant. Army of Yazid ignorant in Karbala, and they attacked Imam Hussein based on ignorance. A group of people today struggling with ignorance. Many of them, they attacked Imam Hussein and the family of Imam Hussein. What type of ignorance that? Don't you see that they are babies? Don't you see they have children? Don't you see that you're banning water from who? From a group of innocent children and women? You don't let the caravan of Imam Hussein, the camp of Imam Hussein, to have water, but among them there are children, there are elders. Among them is a 6-month-old baby. Among them are mothers who are supposed to breastfeed their babies. They don't have water, they don't have milk to give. They knew these things. Despite the knowledge about this, they did this. The first night of Moharram, we dedicate to the first Shaheed of Karbala, Muslim ibn Aqil, the Safir and ambassador of Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wassalam. Brothers and sisters, this is the first night, the first musibat, the first program of the Moharram of this year, inshallah. One of the biggest component of our majalis is the emotional part, is the tawassul, is the connection with Imam Hussein and Ahlul Bayt at the end of majalis or throughout the month that we have. Close your eyes. Let's go together to Kufa. Let's go to see that Muslim, that Agha, Muslim ibn Aqil, who at the beginning, 18,000 people gave allegiance with him. Muslim, let Hussein come, tell Hussein to come. But soon after that, based on ignorance, dunya or fear, they abandoned and left Muslim all alone. They said, Muslim ibn Aqil, I'm narrating, I want you to picture what I'm saying, inshallah, to feel the musibat of the first shaheed of Karbala before he even reached Karbala. When Muslim, he said and performed his salat and maghrib and isha, he looked back, he said, and he saw that there is no one who were among the supporters, no one left, they all left Muslim all alone. And now Muslim ibn Aqil, the Safir and ambassador of Hussein, is all alone in the whole city of Kufa. You know, I think when Muslim looked back and he saw there's no one, you know, of course he was scared, but not fear for himself. Maybe at the moment he was so scared that if they left me, what will happen to Hussein if he comes towards Kufa? What will happen to children of Hussein if they approach and get close to Kufa? If they abandoned me, if they betrayed me, that means they are going to betray Hussein, Abbas, Zainab, Ali Akbar, and all of them. Maybe the first things came to the mind and the heart of Muslim was that how can I tell Hussein, do not come towards Kufa because Kufis are not loyal to you. Muslim, you shouldn't have sent that letter. Maybe he started reprimanding himself. Muslim all alone in the cities of Kufa. And what Kufa? And what Kufa? Then they caused tragedy for Amir al-Mu'mineen, musibat for Imam Hassan, and now Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wassalam. Muslim all alone. You know the story. They betrayed him. They deceived him. Otherwise, they said, if you be arrested, submit yourself. We're not going to harm you. They deceived him. Otherwise, Muslim would not submit himself. Anyhow, when they got him a few times, they said, what do you want? He said, bring a bowl of water. Umar, Ibn Ziyad told him, what do you want from me? He said, bring a bowl of water. I'm thirsty. When they brought a bowl of water, some narration said that when they brought it, he was trying to drink the water. 3 times when he tried, a drop of blood came to the bowl, and Muslim said, this water is not for me. I'm not supposed to drink water. He doesn't even know what will happen to his Mullah Hussein. He and his family would be, and his companion will become shaheed while being thirsty. But Muslim also, the first shaheed of Karbala, did not drink a single drop of water. When they brought him to the roof of Darul Imara and the palace of Ibn Ziyad, before they throw him, before they behead him, they said, what, any hajat? They saw that Muslim is crying. One of those mal'un said, Muslim, no, now that you are so fearful and afraid of this situation, why did you do this? Why did you attack? He said, I'm not afraid of myself. I'm afraid that Hussein is getting closer than Kufa. Assalamu alayka ya Abu Abdullah. From there, Muslim, he sent his salam to Hussein. Ya Allah, if you ask me, Muslim said, Hussein, do not come to Kufa. Muslim, if you come to Kufa, don't bring Zainab
with you. My Muslim, he said, maybe with his heart, Hussein, if you come to Kufa, do not bring Sakina and Ruqayya and Ali Asghar with you. They don't have mercy. They would even kill a 6-month-old baby. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. Go to Karbala tonight, the first night of Moharram. We wish we were in Karbala, Hussein. Assalamu alayka ya Aba Abdullah. Look at these brothers and sisters, Hussein. They came to this majlis for al-haja. وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بغيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعله الله آخر الأهد مني لزيارتكم. Wherever you're sitting, inshallah, raise your voice, inshallah, for your hajat. Remember that for your marhumin. All together, Assalamu ala al-Husayn wa ala. Raise your voice. Bismillah, Shaba Awwal Muharram. وعلى أولاد وعلى. One more time. See yourself in Karbala. Assalamu al-Husayn وعلى علي ibn al-Husayn وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أي منقلب ينقلبون. اللهم صل على محمد. If you have any hajat, bring to your mind, inshallah, any request. اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج. Ya Allah, for the sake of Islam, Quran, for the sake of Imam Hussein, hasten the debut of our beloved Imam Mahdi. Let us, our generation, our family, our ummah, stay strong in the path of our Imam. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman, Ya Rahim, help our youth, make them successful in dunya wal akhirah. Remove